What the?
Major League Baseball welcomes you to the following presentation of the Colorado Rockies.
Today, throughout the state, we celebrate the 150th birthday of our glorious state of Colorado. These pictures from a few years back. How about 150 years ago? You take a horse and buggy to Coors Field back in the day. It is a beautiful night to celebrate 150 years of statehood as the Rockies are playing Game 2 against the Kansas City Royals. The Rockies Baseball Network, powered by Major League Baseball. Welcome upstairs, everybody. Glad as always that you're along with Corey Sullivan. I'm Drew Goodman. It is special. This has become home for both you and me. We didn't grow up here necessarily, but this is our home.
Yeah, it's definitely become my home. I love it. I love the sunshine. Obviously, growing up in Pittsburgh, didn't get that. But most importantly, I love the people. I think that's what defines the state of Colorado. I think it's an incredible sports town. I love outdoors. I love nature, and it gives us all of it.
You've covered everything and done it very well. Yesterday, speaking of doing things well, it was another terrific outing for one Tomo Sugano as the Rockies won 3-1. I've run out of superlatives about how good Sugano has been in a Rockies uniform.
Yeah, he's just a great pitcher. He understands how to get outs. At one point, he retired 12 Royals in a row before giving up a solo home run, and you see the fans understanding the moment, giving him a standing ovation. He's continued to get it done here at Coors Field, 7-2 with a 3.78 ERA in his 9 starts, a 2-0, 2.95 ERA in the 3 starts since the break, and just the 3rd Rocky all-time to win 11 of his first 19. He's also 7 of his last 8 starts have been wins. I think the guy has been an incredible starting pitcher for the Rockies, a great pickup. We don't know if that was his last start, though, Drew, here in a Rockies uniform.
Corey, you went through it as a player. It's always a dicey time for a player when it's within 48 hours of the trade deadline.
It is. It's a nerve-wracking time, but it's also an exciting time. It's an exciting time for fans. They want to see some change, and they know that there's going to be some.
Well put. When we come back, we'll talk about Jordan Romano. He's been really good for the Rockies in the 9th inning. More on Romano with our man downstairs, Ryan Spilborgs. Colorado Rockies baseball is presented by UC Health, the official healthcare partner of the Colorado Rockies, and by the Colorado Lottery. Play the new 150th birthday scratch from the Colorado Lottery. No rain, thankfully, in the forecast as we get it down field level to Ryan Spilborg. Spilly, take it away.
You know what closers like? Closers do like some rain. And for the Rockies, it's been a party of a committee of trying to figure out who will close it down the 9th inning. Well, when the Rockies got Jordan Romano, they got somebody with some pedigree. 122 career saves. He also got a sick closer's entrance last night. It's the 9th save of the season, 5th save with the Rockies in 8 outings. And by the way, 7 of the 8 outings Jordan has had, they have been scoreless. And to give you an idea of what Jordan has gone through this year, we start with the Angels, had 4 saves there, 5 saves with the Rockies. That actually leads both teams. And in Major League history, it's only happened 3 other times. Rick Aguilera did it in 1995 with the Red Sox and the Twins. And then Mike Marshall did it with the Braves and the Dodgers. Well, today it is Colorado's 150th birthday. And what does he want for a birthday present? How about a rock show party? Baseball's up next.
Most to you.
It's unbelievable. The scenery here is unreal. You look left, you look right, you see the mountain ranges, the weather's beautiful. There's nothing I don't like about Colorado.
The beauty's hard to
not look at, right? I mean, you got mountains, you got plains, you got a fantastic city.
The state itself is beautiful. Just the city of Denver, I mean, I've had an awesome experience so far. I've really enjoyed it.
I love the mountains. I love the fresh air. Coors Field, it's beautiful. It's a good part of Colorado.
The passion the fans have for, all of their sports. On top of that, it's just a beautiful place. I love the mountains.
My favorite part about Colorado is easily the scenery, the snow-capped mountains, the lakes. It's just easy to get lost in the outdoors and enjoy it and really unwind with nature, and it's pretty cool.
It is the most beautiful state, and tonight's weather report is brought to you by A-Basin. And it's 93 degrees. It's warm. We were down on the field. It is hot, hot, hot. But I do not see the storm that you all dealt with last night on the horizon.
Neither did we.
In the sky.
Neither did we. It snuck up on us, but that's okay. It came and went.
This is a real important question, by the way. Is your computer yet up and running?
It is up and running. It is official.
Rice works.
Rice does work.
Well, there's Cole Carrick. We love Cole Carrick, and guess where he's stopping tonight? He's not running to center field or an outfield corner. He is playing shortstop tonight. He has 5 innings of big league experience there. He started 18 games at Albuquerque at short. He is a great athlete, and he doesn't care where he's playing, according to Warren Schaefer.
I think you guys all can see it, the ultra confidence that he exudes on a daily basis. I just saw him walking in here across the field today and see Ray play some shortstop. Absolutely. I mean, I know it's everybody's job to make a big deal out of a guy doing a bunch of stuff, but it's just another day for him.
Well, Sully, one thing we've learned about Cole Carrick, and I think all great athletes are like this, they embrace a challenge.
Absolutely. I think for Cole, he's excited to have the opportunity. Obviously, knowing Ezekiel Tovar is the shortstop, but he gets a chance to impact the game a little bit differently. I'm excited to see him play because I feel like at shortstop, you're a little bit more in the flow of the game than you are in the outfield. You can get a little bit lost out in the outfield. Sometimes you don't even touch the ball. He's going to touch the ball in the middle of the infield tonight.
Yep, and Ryan Feltner's on the mound tonight, and Ryan looking to bounce back. It's been 3 rough ones in a row after about a half dozen that were really good for Feltner.
Yeah, and he's got a good start against the Kansas City Royals to draw from. When you go back to May last year, he had a 7-inning start there at Kauffman where he went 7 innings, as I mentioned, just 3 hits, 1 earned run. That was a solo home run, did punch out 4 as well. And I think when you're coming off the 3 starts that you mentioned, Drew, this is going to be the only time I really mention it. It's a .407 batting average against and a 13 ERA in those starts. So he wants to put them behind him. And I think watching the way Sagana navigated the lineup last night, he knows it's there and he can go out and grab it.
Let's take a look at that lineup that he's trying to navigate. Carter Jensen, who homered last night, he's going to lead things off. He's not catching tonight, he's DHing. The veteran Lane Thomas to follow. Jack Caglione in his sophomore year, he's leading the Royals in home runs. Salvador Perez, not his sophomore year, he's got like 20 sophomore years. Isaac Collins, Nick Lofton, Michael Massey, John Rave, and Tyler Tobert. So we're ready to go on this beautiful Saturday night. The first pitch of the ball game misses ball 1. In charge of calling balls and strikes is the crew chief, Vic Carapazza. Edwin Moscoso at first, Nick Lentz at second, Hunter Wendelstedt is at third. So, Sully, a lot of these guys were working when you were playing.
This is a big league crew, is what I would say. These guys obviously have been around the block, so I'm familiar with half of them. I've had conversations on the field with them.
I'm going to try to get tossed out today. For old time's sake.
There you go. 2 balls and a strike. This is a changeup. Misses on Jensen. They really like this 23-year-old kid.
What's not to like?
Yeah.
I mean, he's from the area. He's from Kansas City. He was a huge Royals fan.
3-1. He was a 3rd-round pick out of Park Hill High School, as Spilly mentioned, right there in KC. Got to the big leagues pretty quickly. Made his debut last year at 22. Here's the 3-1. And that's not close. That's not how Ryan Feltner wanted to start. Let's take a look at the 4 keys to the game.
Well, it is the state of Colorado's 150th birthday, so Blucifer, that is Ryan Feltner using his laser eyes to throw a ton of strikes. 14er. That's how many runs we want today, and fresh pow pow. Let's just do that.
You want to know what? I love what you've done there. 14 a 14, or I'm all in, right? We didn't get any powder last year. We got to change that around. First of all, the state needs water.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. That's number one. And peeking ahead to next ski season, I hope there's a lot of powder days. 0-1 on Lane Thomas. And that's high on the former Nat.
I mean, we're just 7 pitches in for Feltner, but I feel like the 5 balls that we've seen are non-competitive pitches.
Yeah, not close.
Yeah.
That's been his biggest key, is just pounding the strike zone.
That's popped up, and it's going to be out of play.
I mean, the games that Feltner has had success, he's usually close to a 70% first pitch strike rate. He's in the strike zone over 67% of the time. You know, the last handful of games, he had back-to-back starts where he had four walks.
'96 missed, 2-2. Carter Jensen at first is not your typical speed guy leading off. He's a good athlete. We have 1 stolen base. And now it's 3-2 after walking on 5 pitches. Carter Jensen. So Feltner struggling with his command out of the gate.
But given the struggles that Feltner's had with holding base runners on, I do expect the Royals, when they're on, to be aggressive.
Want to see a pick here?
Yes. Sure. He's going. He was going for sure. You could see that right knee buckle. He was definitely leaning.
And you can double up. He doesn't have a disengagement, so he can come right back to it with a different look.
Billy, that's what I was thinking. Why not double up?
Yeah.
Here he goes, and that's a base hit to left. Jensen sees it, and quick to the baseball was McCarthy. So even though he was running, he had to put on the brakes at second. So 2 on, nobody out for the Royals.
On the 3-2 offering from Feltner, it's a little bit of a 4-seam fastball up. You can see Hunter getting ready to make the throw. But for Thomas, he's able to get enough of it to get it out into left field.
That'll bring up big Jack Caglione. And this should be 2. Carried to the bag on the first. And that's something, Sully, so important when you haven't had a lot of reps at the big league level on the dirt. Get a play early to kind of build the confidence, right?
Not just get a play early, a pretty textbook, nice little candy hop off that mound where he can go ahead and turn it himself. I think that'll slow the heart rate down a little bit. He's able to come and get it so that there wasn't a short hop that might have eaten him up. Instead, he fields it clean, makes a good throw to TJ. And with runners in scoring position, Kansas City's really struggled this year. They're 25th in Major League Baseball, just 240 batting average.
And what a pick-me-up, Spilly, for Ryan Feltner. He's 0-1 now on Perez.
Well, we always knew that. I mean, Feltner has swing and miss stuff and has the ability to miss barrels. The hit from Lane Thomas was a broken bat.
And that's popped up shallow right. This is a really long run. Unfortunately, it's foul. Freeman was over in right center field.
I hope Sal doesn't hold this against me, but you know, we usually watch the hitter to tell fair foul. Well, he's not necessarily fleet of foot, so you can't really tell. You can see it's off the end of the bat, and he's like, oh God, I gotta go. And he's like, I don't know if I gotta go.
The thing to pay attention to is Salvador. He does not strike out a ton, and he also has so much plate coverage that pitches off the plate, he can reach.
0-2. He did not go. 1-2. Anybody who's been a fan of this game has to admire Salvi Perez. Been a big leaguer since 2011. This is one of the bigger catchers anyone has ever seen. He is a large man. Bouncing ball to Karros. And Feltner's going to work out of a little jam. 2 on, nobody out. Got a double play ball to Carrig and a weak ground out to the left side. No scores. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Here's Warren Schaefer's lineup for a Saturday night. Jake McCarthy for the 19th straight game batting leadoff. Kyle Karros will follow. He had a couple of hits yesterday. TJ Rumfield, Hunter Goodman, Mickey Moniak in the middle. Carrig will bat 6. Willie Castro, 2 switch hitters back-to-back. Tyler Freeman and Brent Doyle, who was in game 2 after missing 2.5 months. He had an impact last night with an RBI double. And on the mound for Kansas City is Luinder Avila. And this is a big young man, 24 years of age, who has a strong arm.
He does, and the Royals are 8-2 in his starts this year. When we talk about the pitch mix for Avila, he uses a heavy 2-seam sinker fastball, 4-seam, spins the slider mainly to righties, and the curveball changeup for lefties. This is brought to you by StatCast 3D, powered by Google Cloud. He's got reverse splits as well. Righties have really kind of tuned him up. 281 batting average, but a 911 OPS. Lefties, on the other hand, just 263 and a 707 OPS.
Well, his best secondary pitch is a slider. And I'm curious to see how quickly he tries to establish it.
Good extension. He does get a good amount of ground balls as well.
See how patient the Rockies are. Now it's 0-2 on McCarthy because he has a high walk rate, especially as a starter.
You say high, I say highest. It's the highest in Major League Baseball with 60+ innings
I was
pitched.
trying to be kind. He's a young man.
13.3%. He's 5.5 walks per 9.
This ball is lined to left, but it's right at Isaac Collins, 1 out. Here's the Royals defensively. Collins, who at one point was a Rockies draft pick, he's in left. Lane Thomas in center. John Ravis in right. Tyler Tobin playing for Bobby Witt Jr. They got good news earlier today. They believe Bobby Witt will be back Tuesday when they return home. Michael Massey's at second. Nick Lofton at third. Caglione is at first base. Vinny Pasquantino. Pasquatch is on the injured list as well. This is in the air to fairly deep right field, and it is not caught up against that wall. That's a tough play for Ray.
This has got a lot of factors involved. It's not just the fence. You can see the sun actually playing a little bit of a role as well. Not sure if a fan got involved either. They did not, unfortunately.
If the fan got involved, it might have been to say good effort. Nice try.
0-1 on Karros. And that's in the same direction, but in the seats foul, 0-2.
Rave might just stay over there.
That slider is down low, 1-2.
I do think that part of the game is funny, Sully. 2 fly balls to right field on fastballs, and Rave goes back to the exact same spot because that's where the card tells you to go.
Yeah, instead of just reading the fact that he's letting it travel.
That's foul down the left field or third base line.
And then speeding it up with the slider, right?
I'll tell you this much. The card has Lane Thomas in center field over in right center field, but it's a normal setup in left for Isaac Collins, which means if you see a ball in the gap to left center, it has to be a triple. He went, and that's the second out. So that'll bring up TJ Rumfield.
It's a slider from Avila. You can see Kyle out front, unable to hold up. That slider carries about a 36% whiff rate on the season.
You can tell it has good late break. And there's velocity with it too. It's close to 89 miles an hour.
Well, one on TJ Rumfield, who brings a 375 on-base percentage into the ballpark. He's been over 380 for a good portion of the season. He's 7th in on-base percentage in the National League, and fine 839 OPS.
I think when it's all said and done, he'll be a back above 380. I think we're officially in the dog days, and I think for him, his first go round in a major league season, you know, it starts to wear on you a little bit, but then I'd say mid-August to late August, you kind of kick it into that final stretch gear. I expect him to finish strong.
This is on the ground to first, and Caglione runs to the bag. So the Rockies go in order in the first inning. We're celebrating the Colorado's 150th birthday, not the Rockies. They're not that old. Back in a moment.
Change your floor store.
Orbit Cam is presented by York Space Systems. Hot night at the ballpark, 93 degrees with Ryan Spilborghs and Corey Sullivan. I'm Drew Goodman. Isaac Collins batting 5th for the Royals tonight will lead things off in inning number 2. And he delivers a base hit toward right center field. And it's going to go all the way to the wall. And Collins is thinking 3. He's going to have a triple easily. That's his 3rd triple of the year.
Billy, did that get caught underneath the padding?
It did. Well, it bounced and hopped right into that little spot. You'll see it right here. So nice swing from Isaac Collins, former Rockies farmhand on the AutoNation Subaru Pitchcast. And then you'll see it. Doyle's giving chase, and watch when it pops up. Goes right down into that little corner. Easy triple. And we usually don't see the ball go down there.
No. That's the actual door to the Royals bullpen, the visiting bullpen.
Doorman.
That is foul. Matt Cottrero, the manager in his 4th year for Kansas City, I'm sure likes the fact that he's got Lofton at the plate here with the runner at 3rd and no one out. Major league average with less than 2 outs and a runner at 3rd is that run will score 54% of the time. Well, the reason I mentioned Lofton's a high contact guy. And the infield up the middle's playing more to depth. They do get this out without advancement. They'll probably come in. That's been the trend in baseball the last couple of years. Here's the 1-2. That's on the ground to 3rd. Karros will hold the runner, and they get the out on on Lofton. So Collins remains at 3rd, and now Michael Massey will come up.
Second baseman, number 19, Michael Massey.
That was just good pitch execution by Ryan, getting the soft contact and ground ball. Now he's going to have to chase the punch, most likely.
And the infield comes in tighter. Carrick's playing almost up the middle against Massey. And this is lifted to left. McCarthy has it, and here comes the throw to the plate. It's not going to be in time. So the Royals on a sac fly by Massey take a 1-0 lead.
Change up from Feltner, just a little bit up where Massey can elevate it and get himself a fly ball in the outfield for Jake. He gets behind it. Unfortunately, just not enough on the throw to get Collins at the plate.
It's the one time you guys as outfielders can say, be damned with the cutoff. Yeah. That has zero relevance.
Although I do argue, I've seen it.
You always say it's for being in Japan that you think it's faster.
It's a math equation. I proved it to him.
But it's closer.
Oh, I can't wait for the debate next half inning. 1-0
Let's
Royals.
debate.
For fun.
Who wants tacos? Fans when the Rockies score 7 in a ball game go to participating Colorado Taco Bell locations the next day. Do between 4 and 6 to get your Rockies taco special. Live Moss at Taco Bell. Celebrating the 150th birthday of our gorgeous state. It is a beautiful night. Royals in the second up 1-0 as Hunter Goodman will lead it off against Avila. And this is ball 1 on Hunter. On the ground is short. Tolbert's got it.
So I want to go back to Isaac Collins' triple. I was just talking to Brent Doyle about this. He said this is the first time he's ever seen a ball go underneath the door, and you'll see it. It's going to disappear for a second. It popped out. It popped up. He was thinking about throwing his hands up, but he also felt like he wasn't going to get the umpire to say it was lodged, which is why he went and grabbed it. And he had no idea what to do. Him and Ron Gideon just spent a little bit of time going like, yeah, you kind of had to play that.
That's risky, isn't it? Because if he, to his point, he throws his hands up and they say, well, that ball's not lodged. I can see it. And it just moved out and it turns into an inside the Parker.
Right. I see both sides of this because that's what I was alluding to when I asked Spilly if it got stuck under the padding. Is if it's under the padding, you put your hands up. You can still go in and get. It's not like Wrigley. It's not like as soon as you put your hands up, the umpires have to make the call. So you can still go in and get it. Right? And they can decide it's a ground rule double.
1-1 on Moniak, 2-1 on Mickey.
That is something I don't think we'll ever see again at Coors Field. That was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It's like seeing a snow leopard.
No, it was like last night. The hail and the rain.
That we'll see again.
Not the way it came last night.
Okay. I wasn't here. You guys would know. That is lofted to deep right center field, and tracking it down is Thomas. Hung up in the light air long enough for Thomas to get there. I think Mickey off the bat, Spilly, thought this was extra bases.
There's no question, but Lane Thomas in center field. We're on hug watch with Lane Thomas with the Royals. Nice little route, direct route straight to the baseball. Notice how he doesn't reach till the very last minute, and there's Moniak's reaction. He's like, come on.
Cole Carrick, he takes ball 1. Cole, since the All-Star break, hitting .361. Tonight is his 42nd game. I make mention of that because he's basically played a quarter of a season as a big leaguer. And what's not to like?
Yeah.
What's not to love?
Yeah, so far, I mean, it's not just the style of play or the numbers, it's the impact on the team. I mean, you've seen a definitive impact on the way the guys play around it.
He's edgy.
Yeah.
2-1 on Cole. So he had 18 starts at shortstop in Albuquerque this year before his call-up. A year ago, it was 15 starts. The year prior, 10. That first year in pro ball coming out of San Diego State, he also had 6 starts behind the plate.
Yeah. That's a unique athlete. Catcher, shortstop, center field.
There's a couple guys I think of when you have that type of athlete, guys that they could tick off middle infield behind the plate and also go play center field. Craig Biggio, the Hall of Famer, and a guy who's in the Hall of Very, Very Good, B.J. Surhoff.
Yeah, it's not fair, though. You eliminate every left-handed player.
Sorry.
Yeah.
This ball is launched to deep right, and it is caught on the warning track by Rave, who was playing deep. So Cole Carrick with Goodwood. Ooh, beauty of the Maroon Bells outside Aspen. Here's our UC Health scouting report. Happy birthday, Colorado. Territory prior to becoming the 38th state under President Ulysses S. Grant. Henry Teller, Jerome Chafee were the first senators. Now they have counties named after them. How about that? John Long Route, first governor. And I was just up in Blackhawk and Central City Star Baseball Club. territorial champions of Colorado 150 years ago. How about that?
Yeah, how about that? That was also, Dougie, am I correct in saying that was the first year of professional team in Cincinnati Red Sox? That's what I thought.
9-1-2 for the Royals. Here's Tyler Tolbert. And he takes strike one from Ryan Feltner. 1-0 Royals on a sac fly last inning by Michael Massey. Brought in Isaac Collins, who led off the second with a triple. Right center field. This is pretty well hit. It's got a lot of carry to it. And it is caught. No, it's not caught by Freeman. And Tolbert will stop at second.
Yeah, Freeman had a beat on this ball, and as he got close, he could hear the footsteps. I think that's what we call that as an outfielder. Off the bat, just 95 miles an hour. So you could tell Tyler's got a good route and a good read, but as he gets closer, he knows that wall's coming. He kind of chicken arms. You'll see him start to pull it down and get a little weary of the wall there. Unfortunately, yields the double.
That'll bring up Carter Jensen. He walked leading off the ball game. And he takes ball one. A home run for Jensen last night, his 15th of the year. Billy, he's become the primary catcher. Tolbert takes off for third, and no chance to get him.
Tolbert okay?
He's fine. He's just trying to keep that oven mitt on the base. I mean, anytime you see a guy stealing third, it's off the pitcher. So Ryan didn't look back a second time, and then you're watching Tolbert trying to keep that oven mitt right there.
Yeah, that's the 11th stolen base that Ryan Feltner's yielded. And you could tell he fell right into that rhythm. The best time to steal after a double is the first pitch. Pitchers more focused on the hitter. They don't want to give up any runs. They usually do one look and go, and unfortunately that's what Feltner did.
That's for tape study, isn't it?
Yeah.
So important. 2-2 on Jensen.
Jensen is tied for third right now with TJ Rumfield for rookie RBIs in Major League Baseball at 54. Sal Stewart has 84. Okamoto has 69.
The thing with Carter's swing is he really is line to line. He has great power opposite field.
He's been overshadowed a little bit, spilling the American League Rookie of the Year race certainly by McConaughey with Detroit.
No question.
This is a good player, though. And that is, I am shocked by that.
Yeah.
Why would Tolbert not have gone there? There was only one play for Castro. He was able to get Jensen at first.
I'm guessing they were not doing a crash play, and because of that, he was reading. He got almost halfway down the line. We'll get a great angle here from the wire cam. You can see him following Castro, but never just had the gall to go.
I'm glad he did.
Yeah. You could tell he was fighting it. He wanted to go. I think he just relied on the fact that they said on a ground ball, you stay here.
Yeah, see it through.
Yep.
Now, one out, it'll definitely be a contact play.
Lane Thomas at the dish. And this is popped up. Willie calling for it, and there is the second out without advancement. So now a tremendous opportunity for Feltner to get out of this without relinquishing a run.
This is all about Willie making this first. Watch his step. He's in, obviously, almost on the grass. He knows he's got to go. He's going to have to bust it to get back there. He does a good job getting back there, getting behind the baseball, and getting that second out and getting it back into the infield.
And I love how you describe that, so and make sure that he got the shoulders squared around back toward home plate as opposed to catching it going the other way, right?
Because at that point, Tolbert could make a judgment call and possibly go.
Caglione deep to right, and he has hit it out. Two-run home run for Jack Caglione, his 18th of the year, and it's 3-0 Royals.
The 18th for Caglione. I believe this is a curveball from Feltner. Yeah, there's a curveball. Unfortunately, it hangs. Caglione made him pay for it. 410 feet.
It's the 16th home run allowed by Feltner this year. Sal Perez fouls it off.
You can see with Caglione, he has a little bit of a Shohei Ohtani setup where he just gets his foot down early and then spins off of it. Big time power for Caglione.
Yeah, he's starting to figure it out. Last year was a tough debut season for Caglione. He had just a .532 OPS.
And I've talked to Royals people about Caglione's season last year. They say it was probably the best thing that ever happened to him. He's never struggled before. And to struggle at the big league level forces you to make slight adjustments.
We talk about that all the time. I mean, everybody that gets to the major leagues has been successful, but not everyone has struggled. I think we pointed out Chase Dollander last year, right? His struggles and how they made him better this year. When you look at the exit velos on home runs, he's second to only Shohei, as you mentioned him a minute ago, Spilly. But it's so important that you do struggle so that you can learn, right? You still need to learn at this level, and you can only get better from it.
Caglione was a two-way star at the University of Florida. He has a huge arm. Two on Perez.
And one of the questions with Caglione when he was as a two-way star is, did the Royals want him to ever pitch? And the answer to that was no.
Center field, well hit. And Doyle can't reach it. Back-to-back home runs for Perez, the all-time Royals leader in homers. That's number 16 on the season and number 319 in his career. It's 4-0.
Another breaking ball from Feltner. Catches too much of the plate and is elevated. I believe this is the sweeping slider. And again, just kind of hangs up belt high. Salvi swats it 425 feet.
Strike on Isaac Collins with the curveball. All-time Royals home run list. Perez number 1 ahead of the great Hall of Famer George Brett.
It's amazing. The catcher with over 300 home runs with one team.
It's pretty remarkable. Collins had a really good year with Milwaukee last year. He goes down here. 2 home runs, 3 runs overall in the inning for the Royals. Work to do for the Rockies, middle of 3.
Bike.com to win.
Betting Odds is brought to you by Bet365. Let's have some fun with Willie Castro. Hitting a homer in this at bat, plus 575. That would be fun.
Pay that man his money.
Rockies looking for their first base runner here in the 3rd. 2 1 2 3 innings by Luinder Avila, 24-year-old from Venezuela. He's been pretty good, you know, as in their rotation. He was working on the bullpen earlier. He had one really ugly start about a month and a half ago.
It's cute that you say ugly. It was 2/3 of an inning.
And he gave up 8.
Yeah.
It happens. Other than that, though, really solid numbers.
Yeah, he's pitched very, very well. I don't know if he got a spike caught there, I think. Everybody's kind of checking on him. Somewhere in his landing spot, it looked like. Yeah, but he has pitched much better out on the road, too. A 3.3 ERA versus a 7.9 at home. Let's see on the landing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he slipped on that, off of the clay on the where the rubber is.
He's got upper echelon extension also with that big arm.
Yep.
That was a great feel for, or great shot of just how far down the slope he lands.
With the slip, he probably got out to 7 feet. He averages 6.7 feet.
3-0. And Willie takes a strike 3-1. I was saying to this batter, and I know we're only 7 hitters in, but he's thrown a lot of strikes.
He has. We haven't seen that yet. That's ball 4. There's our first
ball
walk.
4. Yep. So the Rockies get the leadoff man on, down by 4. That'll bring up Tyler Freeman. So here's Freeman, big opening on that right side. Tyler takes a strike. You can tell he just wanted to take a look at shape and delivery and release from Avila.
I think, and Spill, you could speak to this as a right-handed hitter versus a right-handed sinker guy. I think that's always an incredibly wise thing because you want to see exactly how much run you're going to see on that pitch.
Yeah, no question. And especially his mechanics they're pretty aggressive.
This is up the middle. That's an 0-2 base hit. 2 aboard, nobody out.
Well, Tyler's done an incredible job with 2 strikes. He gets a slider. It doesn't quite work out of the strike zone. He uses the big part of the field. It doesn't sound like much, but he's hitting 214 with 2 strikes. The league average 168.
Yeah, that's impressive. You know Tyler is rarely going to punch out. But here's Doyle in his 2nd game back. Last night in his first at bat, he had an RBI double down the 3rd base line. It's been a really challenging, Spilly, year and a half or so for Brent Doyle.
Yeah, no question. But it's so good to see him back in the Rockies lineup. I was fired up to see him today.
And he was fired up to see you.
He was.
Yeah.
Well, at least that you were okay. We thought we were going to have to put you on the injured list.
I mean, I had a couple people ask me if I was doing what Harrison Bader did. I said, no. Relax, guys.
1-1 on Doyle. Good take, 2-1. Two and a half months of missed ball games, unfortunately, for Brent. His last game before last night was May 19th against Texas. 3-1. Rockies trying to hit back here, down 4-0 in the 3rd.
Fans, join the magic on Harry Potter Night at Coors Field on Saturday, September 5th, Spilly's birthday, when the Rockies take on the Cardinals. Score a limited edition Harry Potter Quidditch themed jersey with the purchase of this special ticket package. Visit Rockies.com/Harry Potter to purchase tickets now and join Spilly on Team Hufflepuff.
Not on Hufflepuff. Told you I'm Slytherin.
3-1 on Doyle. Good speed everywhere right now for the Rockies. Castro and Freeman on, and that's ball 4. And now they're loaded up, and Sully, for the first time tonight, the control issues, the command issues rearing its head for Avila.
Yeah, I mean, a 13.3% walk rate coming into the game, 5.5 walks per 9. You knew it was going to show up. It just took a little bit of time. They're doing a good job, the Rockies are, of executing some patience. Now let's see if Jake can cash him in.
Well, the right man coming up. He had 22 ribbies in the month of July. That's fouled off. Hit the ball well. Spilly his first time up. Lined it to Isaac Collins and fairly deep left.
Yeah, so this is, you're in a strike position if you're the Rockies, and we were talking about some of those expected run values in these scenarios that Rockies should score at least 2 runs.
Well, we got our first challenge.
And Sal Perez thought it was a strike. ABS powered by T-Mobile. Talking about a 1-1 count or an 0-2 count, and it was a strike. So now Jake's going to have to battle.
El Salvador is excellent at the ABS system.
See on the AutoNation Subaru pitch cast, caught the bottom.
Jake has driven in 59. Large percentage of those ribbies out of that top spot in the lineup. Bases loaded, no one out. Bottom half of the third. Jake goes down. 1 out, and that'll bring up Kyle Karros.
Second punch out for Avila. Both have come on the slider. The AutoNation Subaru pitch cast perfectly executed to a left-handed hitter, getting it down, back foot, working out of the strike zone.
Karros struck out his first time up. And he's a little jumpy there. It's 0-1. Karros' slugging percentage in the last 2 months of .552, which is the 7th best in the National League. So we can find a gap right here. Sliders outside, 1-1. Castro at third, a walk. Freeman a base hit at second. Brent Doyle a walk is at first.
We always seem to use May 29th as the line of delineation for Kyle this year, where he kind of made the mechanical changes. Runners in scoring position, he was at 159 before that, now 294.
Give Avila credit here, Spilly. You know, once there was a lot of traffic, he's in the strike zone again, but he's on the edges.
He's clamped down. Talked about bases loaded, nobody out. The run expectancy is 2.69 runs. That is an average around Major League Baseball. And as soon as he got that first out, it dropped down to 1.6. Dropped a full run with an out.
This is line to right. This is going to get down. It's going to run to the corner. 2 have scored. Doyle flying to third. Get a stop sign from Andy Gonzalez. Kyle Karros coming through. His 20th double of the year. And the Rockies within 2.
Well, you wanted 2 runs, Spilly. Kyle says, I will oblige. Gets himself a little elevated fastball. Climbs on top of it, fights it off down the right field line, and then it's kind of just, let's see how far everybody gets. Brenton got a great read on it. Obviously, Tyler Freeman was going to score easy. Andy Gonzalez holding up Brenton. Kyle says, slap hands and then dance.
Rumfield with a hit could tie it up. That's ball 1. I'm so impressed with that double. Where that pitch was, I didn't think that was a bad pitch from Avila's standpoint.
No, just tip your cap. Kyle's a good hitter.
And I also love that the Royals never made the adjustment with Kyle, even with 2 strikes, moving the right fielder over towards that line. Talked about it in his first at bat, the fastballs, that's where he was hitting it, down the right field line.
Kyle Karros becoming a special offensive player. Just 23. That's line to center field. That'll get down. Doyle will score. Caro slams on the brakes at third. Everyone had to kind of make sure that landed in front of Lane Thomas. It's a one-run game. TJ Rumfield coming through.
Yeah, Kyle had a read on this ball. He started to break immediately, and then he froze, remembering he got a freeze on a line drive. Little fastball again. TJ doing what he's done all season long, using the big part of the field. You see the high leg kick. Nice rhythm into the baseball. And then it's whether or not Kyle's going to score. He wanted to go. He fought it. He held. And Andy does a good job separating the two runners and holding them up.
Well, you love the quick strike offense, and you love the quick strike offense in terms of being a quick response to what transpired last half inning for the Royals.
Exactly. Obviously, the 3 runs capped off by the last 2 homers from Caglione and Perez. You got to punch back. This team's done it all year long. And now that they've already exceeded Spilly's expectations of the 2.6 runs.
That's right.
Well, if you're curious what the run expectancy is now, since we've changed the game state, first and third, 1 out, 1.3.
Hunter Goodman at the plate.
I'll just take 3.
Yeah. Play the 3-run homer card. Ball 1 on Hunter. Quieted down a little bit lately. A lot of power hitters. He's got some streakiness to him. 6 for his last 33. Two and 0.
It also gets really noisy for a player like Hunter Goodman. His name's been tossed around in all sorts of trade rumors. You got friends, family, teammates asking if he knows anything.
This ball high and deep left field. Take a good look. You won't see it for long. 3-run jack for Hunter Goodman. Guess who's in front now?
The best power hitters don't stay cool for too long. And that's Hunter. He just set a new single season record for himself. 31-32. Quieted the noise and got the crowd on their feet. A little spinning slider that backed up. Hunter goes down in a 2-0 count. You've seen him do this before, that high leg kick, and that back knee breakdown for a homer.
It's one of my favorite cards to be played.
It's not the best card, but it's probably second best, right?
It would be the second best card, but we see more of them. There's more in the deck.
Yeah. He didn't get it all, but he got enough.
And one of the beautiful things about Hunter, he doesn't have to get it all.
Exactly.
That coat paid off by now? No more payments on it, right?
No, there's no more payment. Well, I mean, the dry cleaning bill at this point, as hot as it's been here in Denver's got to be up there.
How about that response? The Rockies were down 40-0. Did not have a base runner when this inning began. That is fair. Caglione. That's a nice pickup. They say he's improved dramatically.
That ball almost looked like it came back. Like the spin worked it back to Caglione's right.
Wouldn't you think that would have been a backhand play?
Yeah.
And he feel it on the forehand?
Yeah. We get the high leg kick from Hunter. And I'm guessing that he was looking for that pitch in that 2-0 count. Just judging by the way he broke down that back leg.
Two outs. Carrig, who lined to deep right his first time. That's in there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Royals had to get remember that bullpen up. It's McGee. Rockies snapped a 4-game losing streak with their win yesterday, 3-1. 2-2 on Carrig. Cole tonight, if you missed it, making his first big league start at shortstop. And another good take. Been impressed with his understanding of the strike zone.
Yeah, he is a little jumpy. You can see that front hip leak a little bit, but his pitch recognition and strike recognition is really good. So even if it leaks, he knows when it's a strike and a ball.
And that's ball 4. So the Rockies are not done. They've hit around here in the 3rd. And the guy who started this, Willie Castro, with a walk is coming up again.
Here comes the hook.
He's not going to face Avila because Matt Porchero is coming out. Avila had 2 1-2-3 innings and then could not get out of the 3rd. The Rockies with a 6-4 lead when we come back. Colorado Rockies baseball is presented by AMCO. Transmissions, brakes, maintenance, and more at your local AMCO. Transmissions and total car care. And by Law Tigers. Injured in a motorcycle accident, call 1-800-LAW-TIGERS or visit lawtigers.com. Well, I think everyone around the world who follows music knows that great destination. Red Rocks in Morrison. Doug Marino is contracted to do more games than he actually does because within the fine print of his contract, if there's a concert he likes at Red Rocks, he's gone. Tonight Doug is with us.
No, but Dougie is ironically trying to get to the concert at Red Rocks.
Yeah, so he wants the pace of this picked up. Huh?
Yeah.
Easton McGee, who came from Milwaukee a short time ago, made his Royals debut yesterday with a 1-2-3 8th inning through just 5 pitches.
Yeah, interesting for a reliever. Curveball, cutter, 4-seam mix. Leans heavily on the curveball and the cutter.
Big guy too, 6'7".
What a turn of events. It was 4-0 when this inning started, and now the Rockies have a 6-4 lead. One and 2. See if Cole has a good enough field to take off here.
I think he was fighting it in the last pitch. But you could see, I mean, base runners all kind of have a tell, and he was starting to really sink down. And when you do that, you know you're trying to get a read. McGee held a little bit.
Usually when you have a big guy, it takes him a little bit of time to get to home plate.
I think what we're all saying is he's going.
Ready, go.
There he goes. And that is to the left side. Carrig slid. He'll get to 3rd because no one's occupying 3rd. And the Rockies are not done here in this marvelous 3rd inning.
Good piece of 2-strike hitting by Willie Castro. Knowing that there's only one defender on the left side of the field, he gets that curveball, lets it travel, and then he's just playing pepper. And I think Cole did a really good job because he was straight ceiling, so he didn't pick up where the baseball was. See it just outside of the reach there. But Cole slid short at second and then had the mind to actually hit it with his left foot and keep going.
Tyler Freeman 1st and 3rd. And this is in the air to right. Should end the inning. Rave underneath makes a catch. What an inning, though, for the Rockies. They score 6 times. The big highlight, 3-run jack from Hunter Goodman. Kyle Caros, a huge double as well.
Store.
Rockies up 6-4. We're celebrating our Centennial State. 150 years.
I love the little foot finger. Not the giant foam finger.
The little one.
Yeah.
Do you know what Colorado stands for? Do you know what it means?
I don't. What do you got?
You don't know? Well, it's a Spanish term meaning colored red or reddish, and the name was originally because of the Spanish explorers that found the Rio Colorado, which had the reddish water, so that's why they named it Colorado. You're welcome.
I like it. Thanks, Billy.
Now, next time you're around the reddish water cooler,
You took it too far. You were so close. Just one thing too many.
In the air to Jake McCarthy and left. 1 out. Let's get a message from Bet365.
Did you win?
Let's just say the next round of omelets is on me, fellas.
Bet $10, get $200 in bonus bets.
Well, Feltner has a leadoff man for the first time tonight, and Hunter's going to the mound. Michael Massey stepping up. What could this be about?
Billy, did you see anything with the fly ball? Or?
I didn't see anything. It might have been a reaction.
Seems like they're just discussing
life,
an attack plan.
It's a strategic thing, because obviously if there's any inkling of some sort of injury, you'd have a trainer out there. Warren Schaefer would go out as well. Massey, a sac fly in the second. There's Schaefer. I know you guys weren't pitchers, but you got to feel like Feltner has this opportunity, like a new lease on this game. First 3 innings, not good, right? And now he's got a lead 6-4. This is going to be a base hit to right. Can you spin, say, 3 good innings here and put your team into the latter third of the game and maintain the lead?
Yeah, what I would say a Colorado quality start. And I know that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but there are a lot of times you give up a 3-run inning here at Coors Field and you still have an opportunity to win the ball game. And that's the way Feltner has to approach it, right? Right now we got a 6-4 lead. Let's see how deep I can get in this game with a potential for a win.
Here's John Rave, and he takes high. Victor Vodnik has just gotten up and he's tossing. Two and 0. This Royals team has had a rough year, especially given the expectations. 2 years ago, they were in the postseason, won 86 games. Last year, they were 82 and 80. Many prognosticators thought they could be an 85-plus win team. This is going to stay fair. Caros didn't get him.
A heads up by Cole Carrick, too, who was at second base and realized with Kyle vacating third, I got to get there and cover it.
Kyle waited as long as he could, really, before realizing that thing's not going to spin foul.
No, the grass held that one. Had it had any momentum off the grass, it would have gone foul with the side spin.
So with 1 out, 2 aboard, Tyler Tolbert, who doubled and scored in the third, is up.
To your point, to what you were talking about with the Royals, obviously when you lose your entire starting infield from opening day to the injured list, that's going to hurt. Cole Reagan's hurt.
Chris Bubich hurt.
Yeah.
Carlos Estevez hurt.
Yeah, their rotation. Estevez, their 9th inning guy, the former Rocky. They're going to get Bobby Witt back at short in their homestand that begins on Tuesday. Michael Garcia is a tremendous player, tremendous defender. I mean, you have two Gold Glove guys on the left side who are your foundation also offensively, along with Sal Perez. We understand, Pasquatch when he's in there, but there's a lot of guys missing. Nobody feels sorry for a team when they have injuries, but this was a team that had really high expectations.
I mean, you're missing from opening day. You're missing your leadoff, your 2-hole, your 5-hole, and your 7-hole. That's going to hurt.
And your top 2 starters.
Yeah.
More or less, your top 2. And Cole Reagans was amazing 2 years ago. Chris Bubich was fantastic a season ago.
1-2 on Tolbert. Look out. 2-2.
Just a fastball that he came out of early, loses an arm side. It's never fun as a hitter.
Three and 2. 6-4 Colorado. Ground ball deep to the hole. Carrig. I don't know if he got him at second.
Yeah.
For now, he did. Pretty big jump by Rave.
Rave didn't seem to argue about it, though. It looked real close.
Well, take a look at Cole's back foot. His right foot, when he plants, it slides. So he loses his footing, which makes it harder for him to put some pace on the baseball.
Doesn't look like the Royals are going to challenge it.
So there's 2 outs. It's first and third. And Carter Jensen coming up. Lone Leishman coming out.
Looks like it just barely beat him.
There's been a calmness so far through Carey in his first couple of chances.
There's no question. But what was interesting is I was watching as Alone was walking out, Willie was blocking the sun. Spilly, is that sun? We always talk about it for the first baseman, but the angle that Colt was at, that sun is still setting out there over that left field wall. And Willie was talking about how it was low enough that he could see it.
Oh, at second base, from where the throw was coming from.
Oh, yeah. Because that sun's, yeah, you can see him talking about it still.
It's a big sequence right here. There's 2 outs, first and third. The Rockies just had a huge inning. Carter Jensen against Feltner. And this is popped up. It's playable, foul grab. Karros will make the catch, and the Royals leave 2 aboard. Middle of 4, the Rockies up by 2 on Kansas City.
Online anytime at AFW.com.
Fans, the ultimate goal of an MLB fan is seeing it all. The MLB Journey to 30 sweepstakes presented by T-Mobile is the ultimate bucket list. Enter now for your chance to win trips to all 30 ballparks. Yes, all 30. MLB.com/Journey to 30 sweeps. And that's Thornton right there. But I don't know that we have a trade, but I think we have a trade because I'm pretty sure Lane Thomas is getting pulled out of center field.
I told you hug watch was happening. Here come the hugs.
Yeah. Or, I mean, I guess he could have gotten hurt, but that happened after warm-up throws and everything. Yep, there's the hugs. Yep.
You have been traded to Japan.
Playing right field, number 0, Starling Marte. Moving from right field to center field, number 16, John Ray.
Well, this is always a very fascinating time of year, these final 48 hours in front of the trade deadline. Rave goes to center, and the longtime vet Starling Marte is in right field. Hugs around for Lane Thomas.
Isn't that such a strange thing to watch? I mean, you're watching somebody say goodbye to all his buddies, all his teammates, and he has no idea where he's going yet. He's going to have to call his wife and his agent. And just like that, he's like, all right, well, where am I going?
Do you think somebody told him?
I imagine he found out the moment he came in the dugout.
Okay, I'm traded, but where to?
Right.
Nine 1-2 for the Rockies. They got 6 runs with 11 coming to the plate in the third. Swung on and miss from Brenton Doyle. Brenton had a walk and a run scored in the third. New pitcher Easton McGee came on last inning after the Rockies got after Luinder Avila.
We know right-handed bats are at a premium right now. There are a lot of teams in the market for them.
Yeah, but more so to your point, Sully, more teams seem to be looking for a right-handed bat than left-handed bats. Towering fly ball foul down the right field line, out of play.
I'd like to make a guess. There's nothing updated on MLB trade rumors, so we don't know. But I was just in Houston last night, and the Rangers were looking for a right-handed platoon bat to go with Evan Carter. I'm going to guess Texas.
Another foul ball. And all of a sudden, philosophies change. You know, a team needs a bat. They want a right-handed bat, but sometimes they have to settle and say, okay, we'll take that bat, productive left-handed bat. We don't get, you know, our first choice, but maybe we get our second or third choice. And it's a fluid situation based on what other teams do.
Yeah. Well, what'll be interesting is like a team like the Pirates, right? They pushed their chips in a way. They went after Camilo Duvall, but they lost Ryan O'Hearn, who blew out his quad. So I know he's a left-handed hitter, but you never know. They could be a factor trying to get another outfielder.
And the big change for the Pirates this year is they went from a moribund offense to a very good offense.
Yep.
2-2 on Doyle. Good at bat going for Brent. 3-2. I know it's been 2.5 months, but that was a pitch that gave Brent some issues early this year. High riding fastball gives a lot of guys issues. Stayed off that one. And another foul ball.
Piecing together a little 10-pitch at bat here for Brendan.
And
11. We'll see a number.
Ball popped out of the glove of Perez.
Gets just enough of it to jar it loose of the glove.
And Brenton's going to win this. Base hit to left. Sprinting around first. He's going for 2. Head first slides. And he is out at second. Good throw from Isaac Collins. Though Brenton is kind of hanging around second as if he believes he's safe.
He kept his hands low. I don't know. It looks like the Rockies are not going to challenge, but you know, a lot of times we see a swim move here, but Brenton wins the at-bat on the 11th pitch and then gets super aggressive, challenges the arm, tries to spread the arms here to, yeah, he does a little swim move, but still the tag on the chest there.
So single and 7-4 on the put out at second. Jake 0 for 2. Line out to left and a strikeout. And Jake lifts this to right center. This is going to touch down. You know McCarthy's going to go for 2. And he's in easily for a double. That is his 22nd two-bagger.
We've seen him get the hustle double. This is a little more traditional for Jake. He can drop it down into 4th gear. Little sinker working away from him. Does a good job using the whole bat. Throwing it out into right center.
You guys were talking about this earlier. First pitch, stealing 3rd after a double, oftentimes is a great pitch to go on. McCarthy super aggressive. There's 1 out, so you'd love to be at 3rd. He does not go. The other thing that's kind of an added bonus is you have a large man in the right-hand batter's box.
Which makes it more difficult for Sal to get off that throw. I think for Jake, he was trying to fix, I don't think he uses an oven mitt, but he was trying to fix whatever's on his right hand. Oh, he's got, oh, he was way gone.
That was a foul tip, so it's a 2-strike count now on Karros, who doubled in 2. Way outside, 1-2.
Jake's still dancing in second base. He's trying to get to 3rd. Especially because he knows he has pitches, because Kyle will get to a 3-2 count.
Strike 3, and Kyle Karros says not so fast. I want to challenge that. ABS powered by T-Mobile.
I just don't know if he got hooked by the reach of Sal.
Ball's overturned.
I think that's like the 3rd or 4th time in the last, I don't know, 10 days, 2 weeks that Kyle has challenged a pitch away, and he's been right each time.
I mean, we definitely saw Perez reach back for this pitch. It's just whether or not he cleared the outside corner.
So now it's 2-2. That is clearly on the outside corner, and Karros walks out. So they're 2 gone, and that'll bring up Rumfield. Got an RBI single to center field, and that 6-run 3rd.
On the AutoNation Subaru Pitchcast, that is clearly in there.
Strike on Rumfield. Six runs, 7 hits for the Rockies. 4 runs, 7 hits for the Royals as the Rockies bat the 4th.
Ow. He's fine.
He just fouled a ball off his leg every 48 hours for the last month.
I can assure you none of them hurt more than that 99-mile-an-hour cutter that the Miz threw that he hacked off his knee.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, his knee looked like a Rorschach test the next day. Oh, 2. You know, there's some guys that you watch. Kyle Karros is like this. TJ's like this. That it's 0-2, and you go, okay, now it's just getting going.
Do you remember the year Charlie Blackmon put an onus on hitting with 2 strikes, and in spring training he literally waited till 2 strikes. You're never going to be that comfortable.
You also have to have a long-term contract to be able to do that.
He had both. This is fouled off.
That is something that Sully and I could never do, showing up to spring training where we're just trying to break with the club. We're like, hey guys, listen, I'm gonna go.
Stay with me, hang with me.
I'm gonna get to 2 strikes every time, and don't look at my results.
Yeah.
I'm working on something. That's a great idea. It's a loophole.
McCarthy off second. And another base hit from Rumfield. Here comes Jake to the house. Make it 7-4. How about that, TJ Rumfield?
It's just a phenomenal piece of hitting with 2 strikes.
What'd we say? The at-bat was just getting going.
Just like the at-bat before, using the big part of the field, sinker down and away, takes the head to the baseball, lets it travel. We'll see him let this ball get to the front of the plate. And we know how fast Jake is. We don't have to worry about it. This year, for Jake, by the way, 338 versus relievers. That's the 2nd highest batting average in the National League. Oh, I'm sorry, for Rumfield. Sorry. The only one higher is Nick Gonzalez of the Pirates.
That's something else. Hunter Goodman's last time up. About 15 minutes ago, he trotted around the bases, hit his 32nd of the year, a 3-run home run. Make it 6-4. The Rockies now lead 7-4.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, tacos tomorrow.
Taco time.
Yep.
One and 2. Hunter's 5 home runs here in the second half, all at home. And remember, he has 18 road homers, which is tops in baseball. Starting to level out though, 18-14. 1 and 2. Ooh, it's back our way.
Oh, I tried. I ran into Drew.
I got my finger on it.
Yeah. Oh, that was an effort.
Dougie, you got a hand on it.
So you guys clanked it?
No, there was no clank.
There was like 3 errors on it.
I heard like pots and pans up in the booth.
No, that was me clapping. I was like, let's go. They'll get a shot of it.
That was right at you.
It was
right
at
Dougie.
Drew. Or yeah, Dougie.
This is going to be hopefully an infield hit. It is.
Oh yeah, we got some swelling on the wrist of Dougie.
Dougie, can you go? Dougie's done. He's going to the concert.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not your forearm. That is a bump.
Doug said he's ready for a beer and a good seat at Red Rocks.
And some ice for his arm.
That's ripped down the line. Foul by Mickey Moniak.
Let's break this one down.
You can see I ran into Drew. I tried to make the play for you, Spilly. We got better communication up here.
We do. You know, you're the outfielder.
Yeah,
I should have given
call the
away.
ball. Well, you're playing center in this threesome right here.
So that was more directly at Drew. That's an EB.
That's a wild pitch is what that was. And moving up. Rumfield to third, Hunter to second.
It's just a little spike yank curveball. Mickey doing his best to get out of the way of it. Like Drew was with the line drive at him.
Yeah.
No, I actually was not trying to get out of the way.
We all tried to make the play.
To make a catch. Mickey drives this ball to deep right center field, and it's going to be chased down by John Rave to end the inning. Rockies tack on another run. McCarthy comes around on the base hit by Rumfield. 7-4 Colorado on this gorgeous evening. Hunter Goodman knows that purple coat well. What a gorgeous evening. As we go to the 5th inning, the Rockies up 7-4. They trailed, folks, early on 4-0. Ryan Feltner in the 5th will face Starling Marte. First AB for Starling Marte. Lane Thomas was traded, came off the field after going out to center field an inning ago. We believe, according to Jeff Passan with ESPN, that the trade is to the Atlanta Braves. We'll find out who else was involved.
Sully, were you ever traded?
Nope. Not even for $1, Billy.
That's funny.
2-1.
My value was never that high.
That reference to Texas trading for Spilly when he was in the Cleveland organization.
Well, the toughest part for me
was hearing the story. This is a broken bat pop-up right around the mound. And somebody catch it, man. Real quick, Spilly, I want to get that story you said, but I forget, it was on the last road trip, Spilly, and there was a pitcher, was it in San Diego, who actually made a couple of catches, and it was necessary.
I see Hunter and TJ trying to figure out who was going to catch it, and then Hunter goes, I got it.
And I'm saying, I don't know if that was the perfect example, but sometimes it's easier for the guy on the mound to make the play. That one may not have been that situation. Fortunately, it was caught. Caglione hit a 2-run home run in the 3rd. And Jack takes strike 1.
So when I was traded, I had no idea. I heard it was for cash considerations, not Kevin Cash. And many years later, I was doing radio with Jim Duquette, and it was right before trade deadline, and he asked me if I ever was traded. And I told him yes, as a ground out to TJ. I said, yeah, I got traded a minor league deal, and I was like, I never knew how much the cash was. How much was it? Like 50 grand, 100 grand? And Jim Duquette starts cracking up. He's like, no, 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 no. You probably got traded for $1. And I said, there is no way I got traded for $1. He says, I'll bet you $1 that you got traded for $1. So Chris Antonetti, who is the general manager for the Cleveland Guardians, he calls into the radio show, and Jim asks him one question. Yes or no, you traded Spilly for $1 to Texas Rangers? Chris Antonetti said yes, and then hung up. I was heartbroken.
What I want to know is, did Cleveland ever collect that $1 from Texas?
Most likely the answer is no.
That was a wire transfer.
So he's got moved for free. Right center field, well struck. Freeman going back to the track, and he'll make the catch. Salvador Perez with a long out. 1-2-3, 5th inning. First 1-2-3 inning for Feltner. Colorado Rockies baseball is presented by AutoNation Subaru West. Drive the new 2026 Crosstrek at AutoNation Subaru West in Golden. By Wings Credit Union. Let's figure it out together. And by UC Health, the official healthcare partner of the Colorado Rockies. Iconic Elitch Gardens across the way. It's a summer for a family without a visit to Elitch Gardens.
I will tell you that there is a ride there, the only ride that I will say that I will never ride again.
I remember, I'm trying to, because you told the story last year.
It was a slingshot. I will never. I didn't know up from down, and it was not fun.
You're the guy that has ridden with the with the F-16.
You were an F-16, dude. Would you do that again?
Yes, absolutely. I will do that in a heartbeat. If they ever give an opportunity, I will be first in line if they let me.
That's Matt Strom, one of 2 lefties in the bullpen for Kansas City.
It was more about the rubber bands that were used to slingshot me. I didn't have a whole lot of faith in him.
What, I mean, was it frightening?
No, so as soon as they let go of the rubber band and you're shot into the air, it was fine. But the circular sphere you're in rotates. So you really don't know up from down or down from up or where you are, and it's very disorienting. That's the first time I've ever said that, and I will never say it again.
It's like I find it somewhat fascinating that there's a ride you won't go on in an amusement park, but you'll go up in an F-16 again. This is on the ground at third, and Carrick's out by half a step.
Fans, be a part of history Sunday, August 23rd, as we unveil Larry Walker's statue at Coors Field. The first 15,000 fans will receive a replica statue. All gates open at 11 a.m., so get here early. Secure your tickets now at Rockies.com. I actually had the privilege of getting a sneak peek of the number 33, and I have it in my hands, Drew. Take a look at that.
That's going to be so cool.
Yeah. It's beautiful. It's perfect. Uh-oh.
This ball is well hit to center field, and it is gone. It went over the wall. Willie Castro with his 12th of the year. That matches a career high. John Rave started Spilly in right field. He's now in center after the trade of Lane Thomas, and I don't think he realized that the wall was there.
Well, Willie Castro, he barrels this up, and it does help that it's nice and warm, and Coors Field likes to play Coorsy. And off the bat, there's a chance if Rave gets back to the wall faster, he has a chance to rob it. He ends up running directly into the wall, and the ball sneaks out.
It was almost like one of those deals, so like, who put the wall here?
Well, yeah, and as an outfielder, when you don't know you're at the wall and you go to jump up, you jump into the wall, and it stops all your momentum. And you'll see Rave, as he goes to jump, the wall just says, It matumboed him. But
Wag the finger at him.
Yeah, I like the fact that Willie did his best Larry Walker, as we were showing the statue.
So I mentioned that Willie now has matched his career high with 12 homers. Half of them have come in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. He's gotten hot. I hope all the fans come out for the statue unveiling. It's going to be incredible.
Absolutely. You get 2 statues unveiled this year.
Right. We'll get to Todd, okay?
1-1 on Tyler Freeman. Still looking around. Is it not like the perfect Colorado evening to celebrate the 150th birthday of the Centennial State? That's fouled off.
Yeah, that was interesting. I was trying to figure out what Vic Carapazza and Salvador Perez were telling Matt Strom. It was an 0-2 count. They were claiming that the pitch before that was either fouled off or called strike, because they've switched it on the Jumbotron too. It is 0-2.
Strom gets the strikeout of Freeman for the second out. That'll bring up Doyle. Doyle, a walk and a run scored, and he had a single in the 4th that he tried to stretch into a double and was thrown out by the left fielder Collins.
A lot of the guys in the Rockies lineup played with Isaac Collins in Hartford back in 2022.
Brenton was his teammate.
Brenton Tovar. I had it pulled up. There's a bunch of guys. Hunter Goodman was on that team in 2022 with the Yard Goats.
Is that the year they were on the road the whole year?
I don't think it was that.
22. I thought it was earlier.
I thought it was a year before that. It might have been years before that.
Yeah,
I mean, they're all starting to blend into each other.
I don't know. I think Tolio was on that team that spent the whole year in road trip mode. Rave makes the catch in the inning. Willie Castro extends the Rockies' lead with his 12th homer of the year. He went dead central. 8-4 Colorado.
Fans, the Dodgers come to Coors Field August 17th through the 19th for a 3-game series. Don't miss one of baseball's biggest division matchups under the Denver summer sky. Grab your tickets now at Rockies.com/tickets. Keep that energy up and bring it.
Rockies 8 unanswered runs here as we go to the top of the 6th inning. Feltner is still out there, which is wonderful because I don't know how many people would have thought that after the first 3 innings. He gave up 4 runs, 3 in the 3rd. He gave up back-to-back home runs, Caglione and Salvador Perez. And now he has, as Sully pointed out, an opportunity to have kind of a Coors Field quality start. And that's 6 innings instead of 3 runs allowed because of the exploits offensively traditionally at Coors Field. If you allow 4 in 6 innings, it's looked upon as, hey, pretty good outing.
Yeah, and Dougie gave me a great name for that Coors Field quality start. It should be called the Estacia.
Yeah,
that's a great idea. Pedro, one of the toughest guys to ever toe the rubber for the Rockies, still works for the organization. There's a lot of young players in the Dominican. You see him in spring training. And he shows up stateside a few times a year.
He does. I'm worried about our guy back here.
He's got big bag ice.
He's got ice on his wrist.
He's got a nice watch.
3-2 on Collins. Triple and a strikeout against Feltner.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. Between the two of you, I mean, Spilly had to go to the trainer's room today.
I did have to go to the trainer's room. I ate it on my e-bike on the way to the field today. But I did not. I probably could use some ice. I could probably use some ice and maybe like a little kiss on my boo-boo.
I'm going to give you a break. And you know how much I love to wear you out because the sidewalk that you took the spill on was. I mean,
it was Evel
somebody needs
Knievel's
to be
ramp.
right. Somebody needs to be repairing that like tomorrow morning at 8.
Oh, Feltner with the changeup. It's Collins to go fishing. Yeah, when Spilly sent me the pictures, I immediately alerted Doogie and the training staff and said, we're going to need to usher him into the trainer's room.
1 out, Nick Lofton. Ground out, fly out for Lofton. And this is pop foul out of play.
So we all know that Spilly has an affinity for not arriving on time, right? I think that's the best way to put that. So he sends the text about the accident in a group chat, sends the pictures, and our lovely producer, Allison Vigil, was in the group chat, and she said, feels like this is a lie.
Yeah, an elaborate ruse.
Yeah.
I went to go get a haircut.
I mean, we've all gotten the text from Spilly that says, I'm in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And he shows up 40 minutes later.
Well, usually I do talk to a bunch of people on the way in. I've done that many times too. I've gone to the manager's office.
2-1.
I'm just glad you're both okay. I'm worried about Doug getting the stats, though. That's his work in hand.
This is fair. Down that right field line, Lofton is headed to second, where he'll pause with a 1-out double. Came off the bat at 66 miles an hour, but it took Route 66 just inside the bag.
I see what you did there. Not hit hard, but hitting the right spot. Edwin Moscoso standing right there.
Michael Massey, sac fly and a single tonight. Vodnik is up for the 2nd time tonight.
Which means if Feltner's able to retire the next 2 hitters, it'll be the end of his day, and Victor will come in to start the 7th. Or if he's not, he'll be coming here in the 6th.
Good job by Feltner there going in and then working arm side to get ahead of Mascio in 2. Hard one hopper. Castro will recover and get the out. 2 gone as Lofton goes to third.
102 off the bat. Good job by Castro getting underneath that baseball. See off the bat of Massey. Castro staying with it, keeping his eyes on the baseball. And that was a tough hop.
John Rave takes ball 1. Two outs, runner at third. Rockies up 8-4. 2-1. Swung on a miss. 2-2.
Change has been working for Feltner.
Didn't have a good feel for it early in the game, though.
No, but it's been the pitch this year. It's got a 48% whiff rate. He's been able to use it and kind of neutralize lefties.
See where he goes here. 2-2. And he got him on another changeup. Great pitching by Feltner. And again, he strands a runner in scoring position. Lofton left at third, middle of 6. Colorado up 8-4.
Time now for Jägermeister's coldest moment of the night, and it was ice-cold Ryan Feltner. After yielding a 3-run third inning, he was able to shut it down. Executed the fastball. We got to see the slider he used in and out, but the changeup really neutralized left-handed hitters. His last 4 games against left-handed hitters, they were hitting over 400 against him. Tonight, he was ice cold.
Jaeger bombs for him. I didn't see official handshakes from Warren Schaefer. A lot of hugs.
Yeah.
Okay. No, it's okay to get.
Yeah, I'd say so.
There was a lot that happened in his 6 innings.
Yeah.
And he showed great perseverance.
He did. I was actually talking with Schaefer before the game, as we see the first pitch. And one of the questions I had asked him was, Felt seems to have these moments in games that he lets rattle him. And Schaefer said, yeah, but I feel like he's been locked in basically the whole time. And today we got to see him really fight through that big moment.
This is pulled foul. He got some big outs with traffic, especially in the second portion of his outing. The first 3 innings.
Yeah. I mean, it could have ended there.
He could have ended there very easily. Victor Vodnik was up in the 3rd inning.
Yep.
Alex Lang's in the ball game, and this is in the air to center field off the bat of Jake. Rave makes a catch, 1 out. I'll bring up Kyle Karros. Karros, 2-run double behind in the count in the 3rd inning. That may have been, it's hard to dismiss the 3-run home run by Hunter Goodman. I'm not trying to do that, but that swing by Karros came when the Rockies were down 4-0.
Yeah, and obviously we had been talking about situational hitting, and before him, right, Jake had punched out. So it was an opportunity to pick up his teammate and also try and get that productive runs, and it obviously unleashed a 6-run inning.
This is a big chopper to third, and Lofton throws out Karros. 2 outs. Let's get a message from Jack in the Box.
Don't get FOMO. Get my Philly-style bonus Jack combos and new Philly Munchie Meal. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Now TJ Rumfield quietly's had another big night. RBI single in the 3rd. 2-out RBI single in the 4th.
I do like how Alex Lang rocks the Josh Fogg, the mock turtleneck. It's a look.
Yeah, it is a look. We weren't given the privilege of the short sleeve Fogg.
Well, you could have always cut off the sleeves.
Yeah, well, I wasn't really built for that.
I love a good mock turtleneck. Bring that back.
That does remind me of one of the headshot photos I've seen of you, Drew. I believe you have
you know what?
is Dwayne Johnson with the fanny pack?
Yeah. Listen, I remember that jacket too.
Yeah.
I don't remember who
the
the designer was.
Late 90s, early 2000s.
No, that was do you see my
You have
hair?
hair.
Good hair.
Yeah.
That was like 93.
Okay.
Yeah. Black mock turtleneck.
You should bring that back.
Yeah, maybe. I don't want to bring the hair back. It's too much time in the shower. 2-1. 2-2. Let's take a look at that deal. We finally got confirmation. The Royals sent Lane Thomas and Bailey Falter, who's got a lot of big league time. Bailey's been in the minor leagues lately, left-handed pitcher. He goes to the Braves. A couple of minor league pitchers go back from Atlanta to Kansas City. So it's starting, folks. 2-2. That's fouled off. And the White Sox got Luis Castillo from Seattle.
Whoa.
Former, that guy with Cincinnati, he was a #1, right? And Sir Anthony Dominguez, good bullpen arm. Nolan Jones, the erstwhile Rocky, going back to Seattle. That swing will end the inning. Also, another minor league catcher. 1-2-3 inning for Lang. Rockies up 8-4. We'll go to the 7th when we come back.
Let's figure it out together.
Orbit Cam is presented by York Space Systems. We go to the top of the 7th along with Ryan Spilborgs, Corey Sullivan. I'm Drew Goodman. Victor Vodnik's going to take over. And the Rockies up by 4 runs late. Ezekiel Tovar, the former Gold Glover, he's in at shortstop now. Cole Carrig, who did a nice job, first career start at short, moves to right field. Freeman comes out, and I believe this is the first time we've seen Cole outside of center field in the big leagues, or does he have an inning or two?
Last night, I believe, at the end of the game.
Okay.
Defensively. But this is what we talked about, and this is what Josh Burns and Paul have talked about, having 3 center fielders play the outfield here at Coors Field. You've got them all out there. They can all fly.
One on Tolbert, fouled off 1-2. And that was a base hit for Tolbert. You know who's helping hand out flags? First of all, it's good to see Chase Dolander. 6 weeks now removed from the internal brace surgery. He says he has full range of motion. It's great to see him back with the club. He was down in Arizona working on his rehab. Troy Johnston there handing out great Centennial State flag as we celebrate 150 years.
Yeah, Kelsey did a great interview with Chase yesterday at the game where Chase talked about the internal brace surgery and his goals for the offseason. The thing I liked most was he was adamant that he will be having an opportunity to pitch next spring, and he will have a regular offseason. I love that attitude. You have to have that. Now we're going to have a challenge.
What history tells us is this is being challenged, this ABS challenge powered by T-Mobile.
Ball's overturned to a ball.
And it is a ball. So it's a 2-0 count on Carter Jensen. But with the the internal brace surgery, Spilly, it's been a little shorter for a pitcher in terms of from time of surgery to time of getting on a big league mound in a game, as opposed to, Tommy John's often, in that 12 to 15 month range. This is on one hop Tovar, and he has to go to first. Good play by Toby.
That is a heck of a play from Tovar coming off the bench. This is our Xfinity defensive play. It's just a rocket right up the middle, but no problem for Tovar. And I love what you were talking about, that, Sully, having the ability to have 3 different shortstops and a plus defender in Tovar, where he's a Gold Glover, to come in late in the game to protect the lead.
Here's Starling Marte. First at bat of the night for Marte. Not his first big league game, though, Sully.
No, it is not. And he's one of those guys that I always say this, he's terrifying in the box. He has a lightning bat speed, and he can do damage.
He also, for me, remember the late Ricky Henderson? Even late in Ricky's career, he looked like he just walked out of Gold's Gym.
Yeah.
That's Starling Marte.
Yeah.
Two and one. But just finishing that thought on Dollander and the internal brace surgery, the timeline is a little more forgiving with that surgery, at least the history of it, to getting back on the mound sooner. Tovar with another assist. 2 gone with Tolbert going to third. Games played before their 25th birthday, Rockies all time. I think this is fascinating. Tovar, it's not close. Tulo with 432 games. Nolan 411. JP Juan Uribe went on to have one heck of a career. Think about that.
Yeah, what you're leaving out is it's his birthday.
Happy birthday, Toby. He turned 25 today. I mean, that's the point of the graphic. I left that part out. He's getting old.
Tell that to his face.
Oh, well.
No, his face looks 12. I think that's what Spilly was alluding to.
Yeah. Hey, remember that photo? He gave me this picture of actually, Rolando Fernandez has it on his phone. Rolando's director of Latin American operations for the Rockies, and he gave me the photo of when Toby was 16 and signed with the Rockies. That'll end the inning. And honestly, I mean, we always embellish him. He looks like he's 12 when he signed. And a few years later, he's in the big leagues. Rockies up 8-4.
It's replacement win. Here's tonight's All-State Good Hands replay. It was Hunter Goodman.